Hello, hello. Is anyone out there? Today is our first live show. Just waiting. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first ever live show of the Woke Africa show. First ever live chat. Um, Let me see if anyone is online. No one yet. Okay. Welcome to our very first live stream. Hi everyone. So my name is Ejewa and welcome to our very first live streaming. Yay! Our very first people. Our very first. Hey, so my name is Lily Ejewa Ewa. I'm from Accra, Ghana. I'm actually a Ghanaian. So in this year of return, if there's ever anything you want to know about Ghana, about Accra, like I'll be more than happy to tell you. But you see, this first streaming, I couldn't do it on my phone because I don't have up to a thousand subscribers. We're like barely over 100 subscribers. So I decided that today is the day. I didn't look. Okay, I didn't even know that it was possible for me to do a live streaming because I thought my subscribers were so few that I wouldn't be allowed. But fortunately, I get to do a live streaming because I think I can use a laptop or webcam, So live streaming is also very important when you start a young channel like this. Let me see. Just trying to type something to see how it goes. Very live. Our very first live chat. Oh, so that's where it goes. Okay. So if you're here, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to, you know, hear what you think about our live stream. Like, is there anything we should do better? Um, I need to. I don't know if you guys can hear me though. Um, how's the volume? Okay. Hey everyone, this is our first ever stream, our first ever live stream. I'm still trying to get the settings done, but hey, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a question for me about the channel? What do you think? What do you think about the channel? I'd like to know. What do you think about it? There's something you want to ask me? So I was just thinking, um, this is the Woke Africa show, and what we do is talk about Africa, talk about our issues, and what's what's important to us. As I said, my name is Lily Ejewa Ewa. I am from Ghana, the Ashanti region to be precise. I hope you can hear me though, because I'm not having any feedback. So if anyone is online, please can you let me know? If anyone is online, can you say hi? So I would like to hear from you if you're online. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say something. Hi, Terrence. Oh, awesome. It's really good to see you. Oh, that's welcome to the show. I'm so glad you made it here. This is Lily Ejewa Ewa coming to you live from Accra, Ghana. So, this is the Woke Africa show, and we talk about anything African. So, hey, look at like I've been uploading videos about issues concerning Ghana, Africa, and the world. I would like to know if there's anything on the channel that you would want us to talk about. You can ask me any questions, and I'll be very, very happy to, know, answer them for you. So, well, Cardi B is in Ghana, people. Cardi B is in Ghana, and the drama and the I mean, I think she's a sweet soul, because she's the type of person who says it just as it is, and she doesn't like filter it. She just like says what she thinks, and I like that. So what happened? Cardi B came to Ghana like I think yesterday. Yeah, she arrived in Ghana yesterday, and it's been advertised. She's supposed to have a show here, and when she got here, she stayed at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, and well, I don't know what happened, but his organizers informed the local celebrities that they were going to have like a meet and greet. Now, what happened was that apparently, according to the explanation of Cardi, she was not informed. She was not informed, so she doesn't even um, you know she didn't know that she was supposed to have a meet and greet with local celebrities. So she went, had according to her, she had a stomach upset, and so she went to the washroom, and after that, she just later decided to go to the poolside and eat some kebabs and turn out and have a good time. Now the problem is the organizers had told these people to come and meet Cardi, and she was there, you know, just having a good time. And these people have been waiting for like 4 to 5 hours, just sitting there waiting for Cardi. So at a point, they got angry, and some of them left, and some of them you know, some of them waited, but some of them left. And social media, baby, social media. They just took to social media, and so that's how I describe it. The social media wars began because if you look at the videos, like there's this lady who spoke right after, when Cardi B gave her response in the rebuttal to the accusation that she had snapped the local um, celebrities. The lady with her in the video is called Polo. Equipping Polo. She's a local celebrity. Well, and let's say an upcoming local celebrity. She's not a musician. I don't know what she does, but she's famous. I mean, for all the wrong, well, it's showbiz, so you can't say for the wrong reasons, but she's famous, you know, through a sex scandal or something. So with a sex scandal with some of the celebrities, and then she started talking on radio, and then now she's famous. So like kind of like Kim Kardashian, but except that Kim is a big star. It's like she's a big star, so like you're not comparing them in that way, but you're just thinking that like that's how she became famous. And she kind of like took the opportunity to promote herself and push her label, or how would I say it, to push herself. And so she and Cardi got into this stage dancing and twerking, hot stuff on the stage. And yeah, she's the lady whose wig came off. If you remember, like her wig came off completely. Now, um, at first, I was thinking of making a video and actually talking about the situation myself, but I just felt like, okay, let this play out a little bit. Let it play out. Let's see where this is going, because I mean everybody has a mobile phone in Ghana and can record anything. So the videos were kind of like flowing on social media, like you be there and it'll come, you be there and it'll come, you be there and it'll come. And I thought, okay, so I'm a sourcing specialist. I have a day job. So I have a day job from I go to work, I leave the house at 6, and uh depending on the day, if I have to go early, I leave at 6 and then come back at the normal, working time. And so sometimes when such issues are happening, it's difficult for me to get it live, like for me to leave work and go do that. So I kind of like depend on other journalist friends of mine to kind of like, feed me with some of these videos that so that I can share with you. So as I was saying, the videos kept coming, and so it was like about six. I don't know why it was all female squad. It was all female squad, female local celebrities. And so when she didn't show, well, I wouldn't say she didn't show, because apparently she didn't even know that anybody was like waiting for her. Like Cardi had no idea, zero information about it. So she just kind of like went chilling. And now when they took, okay, RB, Your question, can I suck? What are you talking about? I don't get it. Okay, that is not nice, RB. No, I don't know what you're talking about, but there are no melons on this show. Okay, so now where was I? Where was I? Okay, so okay, so now so like all of them got angry, yeah, and Cardi came back with a rebuttal. After the rebuttal, I was like kind of like expecting the celebrities to like come out again and talk about it. Hey, the thief, how are you? And where are you from? I'd like to know how you doing. Have you seen yes, please. The thief, come to Africa. It's a beautiful place. I'm from Ghana, but this is the Woke Africa show, and if you've seen most of my videos, I talk about the importance of coming to Africa and exploring, especially if you are of African descent. But even if you are not of African descent, I think Africa is a place where you can come and experience something new. You know, have a new experience that's not even like have a new experience that outside of what you know already. And look, wherever you go in this world, whatever you're doing, um, it's important to just know that whatever you are getting, any information you're getting it for yourself. It's just broadening your knowledge base. So traveling is good. Yeah. Um, Tanzania, Tanzania is good. Mozambique is good. Senegal is good. So, well, I think that first of all, um, okay, for me, when I'm going to a new country, I don't. Okay, I've been to the Netherlands, I've been to France, I've been to Germany, I've been to Switzerland, I've been to the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, so these are the countries that I've actually traveled to. I want to do more of Africa, but it's just I started this show and I don't have too much time. But when you're traveling to a new country, for me, I don't like to research. No, I don't like to. Yeah, I might be interested in like the language spoken, the culture and all of that. But I like to go and experience it. So, the tip, if I may ask, where are you from? Where are you from? So usually I like to go and experience it myself. You know, so it's best like okay, all right, it's fantastic. And by your name, am I to like assume that um you're Indian American? Well, I think you should just like clean your mind, your head about everything you know about Africa because if it's your first time on the continent, you will be amazed how different everything will be for you because it is a global village. I was born, raised in Ghana, educated in Ghana, but I have been around the world and I have seen the world and I think that alone is like enlightening, you know. Oh, okay. So you're African American. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. You should come. Look, the motherland, the motherland, the motherland. Come. Come. Like when I see this I get excited because like yeah. Hi Terence, I can see you. Yes, please. Like, okay, I have friends already. Akuma, you guys can look up Akuma Healing Heart. Akoma is Akoma. Akuma Healing Heart. You can Google her channel. Ajua is a very good friend of mine. She's an African American who is like working so hard to bring African Americans to Ghana to come and experience the culture. And she for me, according to her, she brings people to Ghana because she has come to Ghana, experience the culture, and she's so much in love with it, and she would like to uh, share that experience with her tour, tour groups. So when they come to Ghana and they feel like they want to explore other African countries, then they can do it. So I think that if you are not sure, you can look for Akoma tours or Akoma Healing Heart tours. I'm sure you will find them on YouTube. Yeah. And then or even on Facebook, yeah, she's on Facebook as well. So yeah, you should definitely Terrence, you should be thinking of coming too. Yeah. So you can ask me any questions you have about Ghana. For when you ask me questions about Ghana, like I can totally answer you. But if you ask me questions about Nigeria or any of the African countries, I'm just gonna have to check and refer because I'm not proud to say this, but I've I've never been to another African country apart from Accra, Ghana. But wait. I intend to change that very soon. I intend to change it. I intend to change it very soon. I don't want that to be my title forever and ever. I intend to change. I'd like to go to Nigeria. I'd like to go to Rwanda. I'd like to go to Angola. Angola. Yeah, I like to go to Angola because I work in the oil industry and Angola is an oil hub. Is the oil hub of the Eastern Africa. Oh, is it in East Africa or Central Africa? I'm not sure. Okay, so like Angola is one of the key places you can look at because if you're looking at business, well, Latif, thank you so much for asking about my business. Um, well, that that was a very terrible experience for me. I was in the office and I got called and they were like, AJ, why they're breaking your house? So I thought it was the house I live in, like this one. So I thought, why would anyone be breaking my house? So like, oh, okay, Angola is Central Africa. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I think I have a friend in the Angolan embassy. The Ghanaian embassy in Angola is a friend of mine. So if you want to go there and you get in touch, I don't know, maybe I can ask him to look out for you or something. So isn't that what the embassies are supposed to be doing, looking out for people? Yeah, I can try and get him to look out for you in Angola. Well, my dad, Terrence, thank you, Terrence. Jatip, I would talk about my factory a little bit in a bit, but I would like to answer Terrence. Um, my dad is an Ashanti, actually, and my mom is a Kwewu. The Kwewus, if you look at the history of Ghana, they were the traders, people who were interested in trading, but they were a tribe of the Ashanti kingdom that were just interested in trading. They were not interested in the wars. Um, they were not interested in the expansion of the Ashanti kingdom. They were not interested in none of that. So when the wars were going on with the Ashantis and the Achems were having, fighting and fighting, the Kwewu tribe of the Ashanti kingdom, this no, not tribe, sorry, forgive me. The Kweu clan. Yeah, because the kingdom were made up of clans. So the Kweu clans decided that they no longer wanted to be part of the Ashanti. Not be part, but they didn't want to be part of the war, you know. So um they packed their stuff and left and ran away. But there was a rule. The Ashantis um they really looked down on people who ran from war because there were fears and you know loyalty and all that. So if you ran away during the time of war, you were considered to be a traitor, and the soldiers or the kingdom, the royal guard will pursue you until they find you and kill you, because um, it was kind of like a security measure to ensure that you're not taking information with you, or you're not aligned with the enemy and stuff like that. So when the Kwo people, the Kwo clan decided that they don't want to be part of the war, they just want to focus on their trading, they had to run, they had to leave, and they left. Well, when they left on their travel, they came across this huge mountain and they managed to climb onto the top of it. Now, at that time, there were like these spherical, big, huge stones that when, on top of the mountain. So when the Ashantis come and they see the Ashanti soldiers coming, they roll these huge, round, huge stones and kill the Ashanti soldiers. So the Kwewu Mountain, like right now we have the Kwewu Mountain. And the Kwewu means ko means go, wu means die. So it's Kwewu, go and die, or the place you go to die. Because once you get to the base of the mountain, this Ashanti tribe who have now, parted from the Ashanti kingdom will roll the stones and, kill scores of Ashanti soldiers. And so the point where the Ashantis were like, damn, this place, when you go there, there's no guarantee you're coming back. So they named the place Ko Ewu. Ko means go, Wu means die. Ko Wu. So um, they left them alone, they left them alone. And after leaving them alone, the Kwewus continued their trading until today. The Kwo tribe, they're the richest in Ghana. They own the biggest industries. They own like pharmaceuticals industry, like the vehicle, automobile spare parts companies. Like they own, like they're in the business. So my mom is from that side of the Ashanti tribe that is now Kwewu, and my dad is from Akumadine in the Ashanti region. And Akumadine is like known, and it's a very famous place for the production of tomatoes. They feed the country with tomatoes. So like it's very popular. So when you research Akumadine, so that's Akomadan, Akumadan, you would actually come to, learn about the farming activities and how industrious they are as a people. So I come from two. Thank you, Letty. I come from uh two tribes that have a very rich history. Because although the separation came between the Ashantis and the Kwewus, till today, some of the Kwewus actually bury their dead in the Ashanti region, because um, that is kind of like the roots go way back there. And the Ashanti speak Kwewu, and oh sorry, the Kwewu speak Tree and the Ashanti speak Tree. Yes, the thief. Sorry, yes, Terence. I do speak Tree. That's my tribe. I'm from the Ashanti tribe, Ashanti and Kwewu tribe, and it's like one in the same. I speak Tree. So, would you want me to speak something, say something in Tree? Hey, maybe I could be teaching you guys to speak Chi on this live channel. If you guys like, oh, the theme, no. I do not speak Swahili, which I think I should. I should be interested in. Um, I should be learning. I think Swahili is a big deal in the eastern part of Africa, but when you come to the western part of Africa, that Berlin conference didn't do us any good. Okay, the carving up of Africa by these white people, it didn't do us no good. Um, I think we should, that's what I talked about with the disconnect between Africans and African Americans, because the disconnect even is biggest in Africa. Okay, down here in Africa, no, I think Chi is only spoken in Ghana, but it's a language that every tribe in Ghana can speak. So it's kind of like, the national language where every tribe can speak Chi. I can speak only one additional language in Ghana, and that's the Ghana language. And even that, it's I'm not quite fluent in it. And I think most of it is that I spent most of my adult life out of Ghana, so there's a lot that I need to catch up on. There's a lot I need to catch up on, but I got educated in this country. I was born here, and living abroad is even just a small part. Yes, is um Chi is Akan. Yeah, Chi is an Akan language, and so we have several Akkad languages. We have the Fanti, the Nzema, and then the Equiapim, and then the Asante tree. So we have Asante tree, Kwewu tree, Equiapim tree. Um, then we have the Akkad languages. We have the Fantis, and then we have the Nzema. So about 5 or 6 tribes in Ghana actually speak the tree. Like it's a native language for about 5 or 6 tribes in Ghana. But other tribes, like the Achim also speak tree. So other tribes like um, the Volta region, they don't speak tree. They speak where the coastal areas like the Greater Accra people, they speak the Terence, hey, that's good. You can say Aquaba. That's like fantastic. Because yeah, Aquaba, you know what it is. He who has gone and has come back. So it is translated in English as welcome, but the real meaning of Aquaba is he who has gone and come back. That's why when the people from the year of return, when the African Americans from the diaspora, they return back, we say Aquaba to them, and they translate it to be welcome, but the real meaning is he who has gone and returned, or come back. That's what Akwabo means. And the tip said, "What's the weather like throughout the year in Ghana?" Okay, so patterns. Okay, so traditionally we have. Okay, Let me start from January. So from January to like February, January to March, we have the dry and cold season in Ghana. So the southwest trade winds blows and bring in dry air, and it's usually cold. So it's called the Hamatan season. Very dry. Like when you dry your clothes, it just goes dry in like a few minutes. Now, then from there, it starts to wear out. January, February, March. Then in April, from April, May, the Hamatan season like kinds of, you know dis- dissipates a little bit, and then it keeps like you kind of like see that the dryness is reducing, the cold is going down and all that. Then in June. July, August, massive rainfall. Sometimes all the way to September, massive rainfall. It rains like it can rain like 3 times a day. That's when the flooding goes on and all of that. And then after that, I guess that's it. And then it comes to normal weather. Then we go back to the December area where you have the Hamatan again. So we have the normal season, we have the rainy season, we have the Hamatan season. So we have like just three seasons in a year. But because of climate change, yeah, massive rainfall from June to August. But it's changed. I'm coming, like I'm getting there. It's changed because of climate change. It's December and it's rained 2 days ago. That's how crazy it's gotten. The weather as we knew it, nah. The Hamatan is supposed to be in season right now, and I don't feel a thing. It's actually very hot. I have to use an air condition uh when I sleep. So the weather has changed a lot. When I was a kid, I remember I used to like when whenever it will rain, my mom like she'll get furious with me because I'm always running up and down in the rain, and I'm like I'm collecting hailstones, like those tiny ice balls, and I'm eating from the rain. So my mom gets pissed off. You're gonna get sick. Come inside. But now, unfortunately, I have a daughter, and my daughter will never be able to, you know, see hailstones again because it doesn't no more hailstones, and that is a tradition I can never pass on to her because the climate has changed so much. And so yeah, that's the weather. Hottest time in Ghana is which month? Hottest time in Ghana, I would say um it would be August, September, then maybe March, April, May, thereabout. Yeah, because immediately after the rainy season, the hot season comes in. But like because Ghana is kind of like tempered, so we have the northern region, which is quite hot because it's closer to the Sahara Desert, and so it's quite hotter there. But I would need to look at the current trends. But even if it's hot, it doesn't get like over 32 degrees. It never gets over 32 degrees Celsius. Like right now, it's about 28 degrees Celsius right now at room temperature. Sometimes when the weather is good, like if it rains, it comes all the way down to maybe about 26 degrees Celsius, and it's usually quite good around that time. But if you go to the north, it can go as high as 38 degrees, well, 40 degrees sometimes. So the northern sector is different from the southern sector just because it's very close to the Sahara if you look at it on the African map. And then Terence says there's this big debate about Ghana and Nigeria jollof. Who does it matter? Okay, so look, guys, like let's just settle the whole thing like right now. Like everybody knows Ghana cooks better jollof. Maybe just because I'm Ghanaian. But you know what? I've lived in the UAE. I told you. I've lived and worked in an oil company in Dubai. And you find a lot of Nigerian restaurants, but like there was just this one Ghanaian restaurant that I used to, eat from. But like there are a lot of Nigerian restaurants around. And I don't know, maybe it's the rice. I think jollof, the whole difference in the jollof rice might be the rice and also the process of preparing it. because I think Ghana jollof is like dope. Like, mm, if you ever come to Ghana, I promise you, like I am going to invite you to Ghana jollof eat out because Ghana jollof is fantastic. But I'm not going to say Nigerian jollof is not good. I can bet you that maybe it's because I've never had Nigerian jollof. I think Ghana jollof is good. But if I go and I have Nigerian jollof, I may have a change of mind. The tip, you really need to try jollof. I can teach you. Jollof rice is like the easiest to make. Okay, like if you can write this down, I can give you the recipe. It's very easy to make. So you get your tomato, your pepper, like your chili, onions. So fresh tomatoes, like you can take like maybe 6 balls of medium sized fresh tomatoes, 2 pieces of big size onions, chili, some chili, peppers, the green ones or whatever. You put it in a blender, crush all of them to that, grind them. Uh, get some olive oil, pour it in a pan, cut some onions, put it in there, let it fry till it's almost brownish, and then pour your blended tomato, chili sauce, and onion in there. Then you let it simmer till the water comes out. Then you put your salt, you put your seasoning. You can put a little bit of curry powder and other spices that you may like. You put them in there. Then you can do get put any seasoning you want and salt. When you put the salt in it, and then it that you see that the oil kind of settles up, then you put your, how do you call it, you put your rice. Find any good rice you like, put it in there, add maybe 2 cups of water, stir it nicely, taste it to see how good it tastes, then cover your jollof rice. Then you can grill your chicken in the oven, and when the rice is done, it goes with the chicken, and have some salad on the side. It's fantastic, delicious. Mwah. And it's easy to make. I promise, it's easy to make. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. The thief says he needs to seriously try jollof. Yeah, you need to try it. It looks good and it tastes great, especially if you eat it with Ghana rice. Ghanaian rice is, uh, it has this natural smell. It's grown right here in Ghana. It's not GMO, baby. It's not GMO. Like some really healthy rice. And oh yeah, I do. I sell rice. It's delicious. Sarah says I would love to learn and try fufu. Oh, okay. So look, I don't eat fufu because carbohydrates is my enemy. Because when I eat carbohydrates, I start bloating. I start like, okay, I'm not even going to talk about my size right now because it will drive me insane. So I'm not even going to talk about that. But fufu, I approach fufu in a very careful way because it's so delicious, it's so nice. And if you don't take care, you get used to fufu, that will be your end because your stomach will start becoming a pot belly because you will eat it. It's nice, it's nice, it's nice. And then you will keep eating the fufu, you will keep eating it until now, finally, like, fufu is nice. When you get it with your light soup, your peanut butter soup. Hey, I guarantee you, when you come to Ghana, you should try the peanut butter soup. See, talking about peanut butter soup is delicious. I like the light soup or pepper soup because peanut is a bit too rich for me. I try to take care of what I eat because my potential of putting on weight is like, I don't even need, I know, no effort. It's like, yeah, no effort. I just, yeah. Yeah, peanut butter soup. Man, you guys, go on YouTube. There's like Thousands of people will teach you how to make. It's delicious. Okay, with rice, with like, oh, you guys, peanut butter soup is the best. Yes, Terrence, you should try it. You can even make it at home. It's delicious, and like when you serve it to everybody, they're gonna think, "Whoa, since when did you become a chef?" You know, because it will be something new for everybody to try. And I like being in the spotlight when I show off my new skills. You know, so yeah. And then what again? What did you say? Okay, you guys, I'm so great. Like, I really appreciate that you're spending this time with me because I was so scared that I was not gonna get anybody because I have just over 100 subscribers, just over 100, and like I was scared nobody was gonna even show. But I'm so grateful, you guys. I'm so grateful, like you showed up, and we're having such a fantastic conversation. So, um, the tip says peanut butter soup. I I gotta look this up. Please do. Oh, but when you're typing, say groundnut soup because we don't say peanut butter in Ghana. Peanut butter is an American thing. Groundnut soup, groundnut. Yeah, we call peanuts groundnut here in Ghana. So groundnut soup. Yeah, you get that. Okay. If I go, I'll try it. Yes, please, Terrence. Oh, I'm so excited you're coming to Ghana. Search. You should you should go meet with search for Guru. Oh, okay. Oh, search for Uhuru or Blackstead Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth. I do. I've been watching her videos and I think she's a fantastic human being. And she's very candid. Hey, she came to Africa, she found this precious new life. She found this spiritual reawakening of herself, and she's not keeping quiet about it. Um, she does the comparison and she says it as it is. So I love her, and thank you for that, bringing that up. I'll see what I'll do about it. Search for Uhuru. Okay, so Dinas, right? You're talking about Dinas. Dinas, like he's not my guy. Like, okay, hold on. Let me take this from the top. So I've been watching some of his videos that he talks about um, Ghana, this is not good. Nigerian, this is better. Nigerian, this is not good. Ghana, this is better. And I'm like, I don't like any voice that like. And then when you go to the comment section, you see Nigerians backing him against Ghanaians, and Ghanaians kind of like pushing back. And I don't like it. I don't like it. There are bats in every culture, and since I saw those videos on Dina's channel, I okay. I decided this like that is not the space within which I want to be. You're coming back to Africa. You're coming back. You're reconnecting with people that you've not reconnected with for years. You're gonna come and see that the cultures vary. The reasons why people do things are different. Don't come with expectations. Come as a young child that is about to learn. Even smart computers, if you don't feed them data, they don't perform. So it means that our brains are just like computers. You should come with a blank mind about what African culture is or who African people are. Because if you don't do that, you will be disappointed in what you come to see. Because maybe, excuse me, maybe you've heard that Africans are illiterate or Africa is an easy continent to have your way because the British came, they had their way. The Dutch came, they had their way, and you know, but they don't tell you the whole truth. So when you come to Africa with preconceived notions, you're gonna get your bubbles burst, and when your bubbles are burst, you may like just think, oh, that is bad, that is wrong. By the end of the day, you've just come with preconceived notions of who we are. So I hear him talk about, okay, so this is what the video was about. It was about okay, the deep. I get it, but the whole conversation was about let me see, he posted something. Yeah, I heard these lies that Africans hate black Americans, we're lazy, violent, etc. Completely ignore them. I wanted to hear from Africans. Man, the deep. No, it look. All of that is misconception. All of that is misconception. Look, Africans are the least judgmental people you come across, and I promise you this. I'm talking about every African country. I'm not even talking about like you know individuals, because when you look at individuals, people have their own character and attitude. So I'm not going to talk for people I don't know, but I'm going to talk to you about Africa, like the whole. African people are the least judgmental people that you come across. That narrative that's being pushed, Terrence, I can promise you the tip. You guys, all of that is bullshit. I'm sorry for using that. PG, PG, PG my mouth. Like I get I catch feelings, okay? I get riled up when I hear these things. We love you guys. Like Africans are some of the warmest people that you come across. And I promise you this. And sometimes, you know what? When I was at the University of Ghana, okay, so sorry, I have to look at this is a conversation, so I like to see what you're writing and I would like to respond to it. So so the tip I answered it. Um don't ever feel it. Don't accept it. It's not something, it's not true. It's not true. It's bogus. Okay. We love you. As long as you're melanated, you're from African descent, you come home, they say Akwaba. Akwaba means he who has gone and has now returned. So yeah, please don't believe that. It's all bull. Okay, Taryn says, I'm African American and I have strong desire to learn West African culture and cuisine. Being in the diaspora, we have been cut off from our culture. You and others are the only ones that can teach. I believe he meant to say teach us. Well, yeah, Terrence, I've dedicated my life to this channel so that we can bridge the gap of the disconnect. You see, that's why I've started talking about the relationship, because there are Africans, subscribing to this channel, and there are African Americans, people from the diaspora subscribing. And I at first, I started my channel like a year ago, and I didn't really care about subscriptions because I was just doing my thing. But I realized that it's important for me to care about subscription, because the more people that subscribes to this channel, the more we can be having this kind of conversations to clear the air. The more you guys can be talking to other African Americans to say that, hey, subscribe to Ijewa's channel because we are having some very important conversations there. And this kind of conversations is the reason why I decided to start this channel, because I find that the disconnect is so wide, but we're not. Look, we are people who were sprouted out of family and bonding and connection. Gaia, the spirit of the earth, and Mother Africa, like bind us together with family and with connection and all of that. So, tearing a part of ourselves, uh, 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 um, um, tearing a part of ourselves. Well, thank you so much, Dati. I really appreciate this, but it's important for me to finish this statement. The slave trade, okay, was like tearing the better side of ourselves away. That is what the slave trade did. Because you know what? The gold and the oil and the minerals they're looting till today, that's not even it's not even as it's not even as valuable as the people that they stole from Africa. And I said they stole from Africa because there was so much kidnapping. Don't into the trash they talk about. If you do the research, King Leopold of England alone kidnapped so many people from Angola. Look, they paid these Asafu companies and other groups of mercenaries to go and capture people, steal people from their families, from their homes. They just pillaged the whole continent. I'm telling you, and it's all because of technology. Gunpowder, gunpowder gave these people leverage that nobody could stand with them. Do you know how many rebellious wars were fought in Africa alone to stop slavery? And they talk, when you hear the story, they talk about, well, but your own people were part of. Your own people were part of what? Those were mercenaries they paid to capture people and send them over to the slave masters, to the slavers. The wars that they don't talk about, our libraries that they destroyed, so we don't even know who we are today. All of that is, look, calm down. Mm, I need to let's just calm down because I got feelings like when I see the narratives. So Terrence, that is why I started this channel. We're gonna be having this conversation. Yes, Terence, you can have dual citizenship. You saw the video I did about the 126. Oh, yeah, and I'd like to apologize because we got the information so early on and they weren't sure, but the information was that it was approximately 150 because some people were going to be added later and stuff like that, but it came out that it was 126 people. So I apologize for that. 126 people got their citizenship, as Ghanaians, but most of them are dual citizens. They're dual citizens. They're citizens in the US and citizen in Ghana as well. So you don't have to lose your US citizenship. Okay, we have the dual citizenship law, and we also have the right of abode law. So you don't have to be married to a Ghanaian. No, you just have to come in and be renewing your visa for maybe now they're trying to have a consensus to reduce the number of years you have to live in Ghana before you get your that's if you are in the diaspora, like a person of an African descent in the diaspora. If you want to repatriate and come and live in Ghana, like they're trying to see how they can work around that. So you should always go to the www.theyearofreturn.com, theyearofreturn.com, and you get a lot of information about like the improvements, the new things that are coming up to make it easier for African Americans, British Africans, uh, um, I mean, all Black people in the diaspora who want to come and resettle. They're really trying to make things easy with things like visa on arrival. And someone was saying that, oh, okay, I'll talk about that later, but they're trying to make things easy for people to return. So please take a look at it. Okay, let me see comments now. Yeah. Um Latif said, yeah, exactly. Even when African people insult me, it's cute. Oh, that is not like how we are. We are mostly warm, but I don't know, maybe somebody can insult and um never mind. And then he said it's no, it's good. I never believed it. Thank you for not believing their lies. I wish could get dual citizenship. Yes, you can get dual citizenship. People actually have dual citizenship. Um, the thief said, "Yep, I will direct your channel to other African YouTubers." Thank you, the thief. We need to bring more people to this conversation. You see why it's important because there's so many misconceptions that like African Americans, other Africans, and so many misconceptions. Like some people even think when you come, malaria will kill you. Hey, Ghanaian doctors treat malaria better than any other doctors in this world. We have the best doctors. Look, when you get sick and you come to Ghana, what is it, plastic surgery or what? Like, we have the best doctors. If you get treated in Ghana, you should be happy because there will be no racist doctor. Okay, let me end it there. Because, hi, Anjay. Welcome. Welcome to the Woke Africa show. This is a show where, we woke Africans, we talk about issues that are important to us. Okay. So today I decided to die down on the makeup and come to you and then show you me. This is Ajewa. I'm your host, and come and let's talk about things that are important to us, like Africans, African Americans, um, people of African descent in the diaspora. Like, we are many, we are strong, we are many. So I'm welcome again, Andy. And guys, let's welcome Andy. I think we have the fourth person. Okay, so I'm reading the comments, and Terence said, we'll direct your channel to other YouTubers. Yes. Um, and the tip said, lots of Portuguese and Spaniard kidnap blacks. Yes, guys, we have to research about the kidnapping. What they don't talk about. They say, how could white people come and enslave your people if your African people didn't give you away? Well, it was more like intimidation. It was more like divide and rule. Because look, slavery was the most lucrative business in the 18th centuries. Like the most, the most lucrative. So what do you think they would do? Even for gold and oil and all that, they're causing wars in Africa for oil. So if slavery was more valuable than oil and minerals to them at the time, what do you think they'll stop? Where do you think they'll stop at? And exactly so, they stopped at nothing, nothing. They stopped at nothing. Divide and conquer strategies, intimidation with technology, gunpowder, uh, causing divisions in these tribes, and then presenting the give safe passage to our slavers before we can give you ammunition to fight your wars. Leverage, leverage. They had leverage. So um, I don't think it is. Some people say, "Oh well, African Americans think this and that." No, we should not blame ourselves. We should encourage ourselves. Like we should talk to each other. We should encourage ourselves. Let me read a little bit. Um, Thank you for reaching out to the diaspora. I feel the love. Oh, Terrence, from here to there. That's see, Gaia made us with love. Like that. Okay, listen. We Africans must go back and find the creative force of nature, the life-giving force of nature. That's what made us in our totality, in our entirety as a race of people. So the love is there. I've never seen you before, but as long as you're melanated and you're a black person, you're my brother, you're my sister. Like That is who we are. We are family oriented and the bond is deep. So come to Africa and try to find family. Try to reconnect because people appreciate that in Africa. But when you come and you come with the preconceived notion that you are better than people and you are going to come and teach us how to live our lives, then Africans will not allow themselves like colonized again by nobody. So that is something that I have to, and I'll do a video on that because some African Americans have come and they think they didn't like the experience, and sometimes when I hear them talk, I hear them speak. Oh, when I got to the airport, they flooded me. Buy this, buy that, and because I'm African American, when I ask for anything, um, they give me exorbitant prices, and like that experience is there. And I would also talk about that experience because when you go to any country, the frontliners, see, the front line, that front line will not give you the experience or the feel of what it is because when you look at everything good, the outside is dry and crusted. Okay. When you look at bread, the soft, beautiful, tasty, delicious part is on the inside. The outside is scorched, it's crusted, it's crispy, it has everything in it. So when you come and you meet that first line of people trying to sell you everything, yeah. I mean they're thinking you got the dollars, they want some. But it's you, how you react to them. You have to understand how you hi Andy. Hi the thief. Oh you did? Okay. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Andy, you said it's bad. Okay, live up there. I don't get you, but um, I'm trying to read everything. You good girl. Now shut up. Oh, okay, that's not nice, Andy. I think we've all been nice to you in this chat, live chat. So the tip here, okay. You don't need to prove yourself. Not proving myself. I'm just talking about the truth. What the actual truths are down here. Oh yes, by the way, Ghanaian government reports a 26% increase of Ghanaian citizenship. I think 8,500. We are migrating to Africa. My goal to migrate to Africa is 2027. Perfect. The tip. I think that is perfect. You should um I always say if you want to move to Africa, it shouldn't be something you just do out of passion or out of you have to if you want to move to Africa, you have to have a plan. So you have to come up with plan A, plan B, and plan C because you have to know that I've traveled out of Africa and I know how it's easy to get used to a structured system that works a certain way. And you would find that when you come to Africa, the system is not so perfect in its structure, and you may have to make some slight adjustments as you go on to be able to kind of like fit in or to be able to stabilize your life. A huge part of resettling or coming back to Africa or to Ghana is also about finance. Financial is very key. The success of your return would depend on how well you've planned for your finances. Because you have to understand that the economies of Africa are still struggling because of all these policies, because of all the exploitation by the West. So the economies are struggling a little bit. So, for example, when you change $100, you may get 600 Ghana or 500 Ghana cedis or maybe 400 plus. Um, um, but when you spend it, it goes faster. Like the money goes faster. You see, when you're spending, so you have to Hi, Mr. Happy. Welcome to the chat, and we're happy to have you. Okay, the thief said yes. I plan to create jobs for the native population. Wow, wow, the thief. That is fantastic. That is see, that is the creative force of nature within you right there. So come to Africa. I say that your plan A should be coming to observe, coming to see what is here, coming to see how it works, the financial system, the banking system, how the banks can help, how they can. You have to find out what sector of the economy you can invest in. And I always advise that you have to start with familiar grounds. For example, if you are a mechanic, I wouldn't advise that you come and start a school. I'd advise that maybe you start a shop and start training artisans in the shop, understand the people and how they relate, and then when you are okay, you can go straight into establishing your school. So you have to be careful that you don't how do you call it? You don't over um you don't have to be over enthusiastic. I think moving back is has to do with planning. Okay. All right. So let me go to comment section. I like to read your comments and respond. Let me see. We have your Terence. Okay. Hi Terence. I'm so glad you're here. I'm grateful. Accra is such a beautiful city. Oh yes, it is. And hey, I'm planning to take everybody out one day. So stay tuned. Accra is such a beautiful city. I would love to visit and go to Cape Coast Castle. And then, oh my God, when you go to Cape Coast Castle, wherever those tears are, they're gonna come out. Because if you see how they did our ancestors, oh God, I can't even bring myself to think about the inhumane nature, the inhumane way our ancestors were treated before they were shipped off like canned sardines and stuff. So it's sad. So Kepo Castle, Elimina Castle to pay homage to where our parents you would feel look, I'm telling there is energy in those tombs. There is energy. If your spirit is really in tuned, there is energy like you there's sticky grounds, the sweat, the blood of our ancestors are still present there today. The feathers, the blood, the sweat is all of it's in there. It's in there. Their flesh. Because sometimes they'll get injured and their flesh will rot and they will not get proper care. So some die in there. Their flesh, their spirit, their everything is in. When you step on those sticky grounds, something just enters you and tells you that you have come back. Like you have you look, you come with the spirit of our ancestors who never made it. Those who made it and died, for them to return. Imagine the feeling they had when they knew they would never see their families, their parents again. And the struggle, the disease, the pain, the torture they went through, you come back with their spirits within you. And Gaia, the force of nature, that you will feel the electricity. I'm telling you, like you feel it. So hey, it's an experience you must have. So hey, please come. Um, so the thief said it won't be easy, but I gotta try. The thief, hey, your girl AJ is in Ghana, so when you wanna come, hey, just you've got love waiting. Like people, look, okay, um, you will come to experience the difference between when people care not because they want anything from you. Okay, like I've traveled around, and I'm not saying everything is perfect in Africa, no, but there are certain aspects of our culture that was kept and maintained that you come to find out that is still very strong and persistent. Like, how people will help you. People will come out of their own goodwill and then don't think, oh, they want money. If somebody want money, let them ask you first. Because there are genuine people here that will help you with a bag, that will help you acquire an apartment, that will help you do things. If it's not a business, if they're not doing a business, they will help you get things done. Like when my friend Ajua came, like I cooked peanut butter soup and rice bowls for her tourists, and they thought I was gonna take money for it. No, I did it. I did it out of my. I felt I needed to welcome them home. They paid their tourism money to Ajua, but this is something that I'm doing to welcome them home, and I didn't take anything for it. So you're gonna come in and meet a lot of people like that here who would help you with things, not because they want anything from you. You would also meet those who want to do things for money. But I'm just saying, don't find it weird when you come and people are trying to help you because that's our nature. So when people come to Ghana and they say, "Oh, Ghana is a nice place," the people, I love the people, and it's because of the experience they get. They later finally realize that, hey, for real, these people are real. Like this is not shade. These people are real. So I'm glad you're coming because I'm sure once you get here, we would have it. Like we would have a different conversation where you will be in there. No, yeah, okay. Um, so the thief said it won't be easy, but I gotta try. Please do try. Andy says, yes, you're talking sense. Thank you, Andy. Um, um, the thief says, you gotta hear this. There is a black sister who took out a bunch of loans on 10 credit cards in America, then spent on a bunch of stuff in the USA to relocate to Tanzania and gave up her citizenship. Okay. See, there's always one thing. Okay, like personally, I always don't like to close the door behind me shut. You know, it's good that you relocated to Tanzania, but I hope she paid the loan back because life happens, in everything you do, and I don't know the tip. Do you think she paid it back? Because if you didn't pay it back, what you're doing is you're locking the door behind you, and I don't know if that is. Um, but if she did pay it back, then kudos to her because like it's we're talking about relocating and coming back to Africa and all, but I mean, so you've lived all your life, you're an American, you've lived all your life in America. America gave you life. I mean, so you have family, you have connections there. Um, the move is fantastic. I'm all for the moving, I actually encourage people to do that, but just make sure that whatever you do, you leave a window of escape in life. So I'd like to congratulate the sister for making the move, but I would also hope that she paid back the loan because you don't want to be shutting doors behind you, or you don't want to, leave no windows of escape in life. You have to have a window of escape. So if it doesn't go as planned in Tanzania and you want to go back to the US, you're not going back to, okay, so no, she brought, no, she, no, she brought her family over. Oh, she gave up her citizen. Oh, and she said if she dies, Tanzania, she would die. I just, I admire. I love this sister. I don't know her, but I love her already. The way she thinks, I love her already. Well, it's good that she's going back, but I still think that we must all pay our due in life. So even if she's not going back, I don't know. Okay, well, that is not a choice I'll make. If I take a loan, I'll pay for it. That's me. But if she feels she can do that, then I don't judge. Hey, I don't judge. I can only say what I think, but I don't judge. So if it's working out for her, I'm happy for her. But I always think that you know, for me, it's important that no matter where you are, you detach yourself of strings that can pull you back. And if you didn't pay this loan, it's a string that can pull you back. So, but now that she's there, I hope that she's making the most because there's so much to do on the continent. People like there's uh, business ideas like 1,001. Yeah, what I said, okay. So like there are 1,001 things to do. So well, okay. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Vicky, for saying that because I really don't like to judge. Anyway, I really don't like to judge, but I just think that coming to Africa doesn't give you the right. I wouldn't say it doesn't give you the right, but it's just it's a new age in your life. It's a new beginning for you. You should not carry like bad energy to follow you because you did something that was wrong. You carried it on to the new beginning. It's just, doesn't vibe well for me. So if I took a loan, I'll pay for it. So I hope that maybe someday she has this mind to kind of like do what is right. Let me tell you this. When I was in Dubai, I had an issue with my employer and I had my passport. I could have just left, but I decided to stay and go to court and get justice so I can come back. Because if I had just left Dubai, they would have filed an abscond against me, and I couldn't have returned to Dubai in the next five to 10 years. And I wasn't going to do that because I'm a free human being. I should live my life free. So I fought for my freedom to be able to return to that country any time in my life that I feel there's something there that was important to my progress. I should be able to go back and be free to travel. So I stayed, I fought in court, and I won, and I came back. So you see, I had the option, I could have taken my passport and bought a ticket and come to Ghana, but I then decided to stay and fight. So the thief, I don't know if you're close to this sister or not, but if she's really close that chapter behind her, I think there's no need to go open it. But if she comes seeking for advice, maybe you can just chip that in. Okay. But if she's closed that door, I don't think it's important to open the honest nest. Okay. Okay, let's see. We all got to judge from time to time. No, judgment is not good. It's just like, Andy, can you say hello to Carol? She think it fake. Who is Carol, Andy? I don't know who Carol is, and I don't know what she thinks is fake. I don't know what she's talking about. So, the thief. Hey, if I decide to go to Ghana, do you recommend we bring us cash in exchange for city, or use a debit card for exchange? No, please bring cash, like as much as you can carry, because there's a limit. But bring cash, because when you have the cash, what happens is that the debit card is safer, I would say, but it's more expensive to handle. Cash is not that safe unless you open a bank account or something when you have. Whew, it's it's my bedtime. It's 10 p.m. It's my bedtime. So when it's my bedtime, you know. So it's safer to have just a debit card and be able to take it out of the ATM. But the exchange rate is bad. Like the charges is a lot. So if you can keep your money safe, cash is better. Then when you come, you can give it to a trusted person. To oh, see, when you have your cash and you come, you can get like a mobile phone SIM card, and you can register mobile money. You can exchange your money and put it on the mobile money, and mobile money is accepted everywhere for expenditure. When you're done and you're going back and you need your dollars, you can just withdraw from mobile money and then change it to dollars again and take it with you. But the debit card, the charges, I don't know if you're willing to pay, but it's the safest, I'll tell you, because your money is safe on your card. So that is those are the pros and the cons. The pros are that they will charge you exorbitantly, you know, for taking your money or whatever you do. The bank transfer, interbank charges and stuff. The so those are the cons. And then the cons may also be that I don't know if you are with a bank that is global enough to be able to have Exim Bank has a branch in Ghana. So if there's Exim Bank in your state, then I'm sure you can be able to transact. I think the Citibank. Citibank is also quite popular. So if Citibank is in your state, yeah. Aside that, you have to ask your bank. If you come to Ghana, talk to them, find out if they have a system with Ghanaian banks where when you come, you can take your money out. Because you don't want to have your money on a card, and when you come here, the ATM says, "We're sorry, you cannot disperse money at this time." So I think for me, if I was coming to Ghana for the first visit, I'll keep it on the card. Yeah, I did. I'll keep it on the card. I mean, so why? I'll keep it on the card for the first time. I'll keep my money on the card because I want to come and find out these things for myself. Is Momo gonna work for me? The mobile money transfers, are they gonna work for me? Can I get a bank account? Can I? So the first time you want to shoulder the cost and go with your card. A subsequent visit. subsequent visits, I think you plan better because the car thing is not gonna help for a long time. Um, so Andy, tell me about yourself. Okay, thank you, So this is this is water. See, you guys, do you have packs, water packs like this? This is cool water. One of the good ones. Cool pack. Yeah, cool pack. So this is water. See how I'm gonna do it. And so thank you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have water packs like that. So the money side is yeah, pouch. We have water pouches here, my dear. Interesting. We have water pouches and yeah, we have the bottles. Yeah, mommy, bottle water back why? So I just told my niece, my little niece that lives with me. See, Africa family. My niece lives with me and I take care of her. I pay her fees. Well, she's not exactly my niece, but if you go into it, it's like my niece because her mom lives with my mom. She has like 14 kids, and it's a struggle for the children. So in Africa, what we do is that we help each other. So yeah, lives with me, and I pay her school fees. I take care of her like she's my daughter, but she's actually not my daughter. And from time to time, I take her to see her parents. And, you know, someday I hope to help her become, she wants to be a teacher. Yeah, I'll be a teacher. Yeah, so yeah, wants to be a teacher. So, yeah, someday I hope to be able to help her do just that. Yeah, Kodawa, go and sleep tomorrow. You have school. Thank you for the water. So this is like one of our bottled waters. So Belacqua, let's see, this has a pH of let's see, I always buy bottled water based on pH because I want to be drinking healthy water. pH, I think it has one of the best pH in Ghana currently. What's the pH? What's the pH? Um, okay, so yeah, that's the made in Ghana sticker. Yeah, made in Ghana. Yeah, so when you come, you make products here. You have that on it. Okay. I don't know where I found it the other time, but I think it might be 6.5 to about 8.5 pH, which I think is not bad. So this is the bottled water and that's the pouch. So we have the bottled waters and we have the pouch and we have different brands. So I like the Belacqua, the one I showed you because the pH is very good. So let me see the comments. Oh, um, she's not bigger. Andy, Andy, I most of the time I don't even understand you. Okay, you have to like I don't know. Tell me about yourself, Andy. Um, who are you? Tell me about yourself. I don't mostly don't get what you're writing, but I would like to understand what you're writing so that I can respond. Terence, okay. Uh, the thief said 14. What is 14? Okay. Terence, can you purchase land in Ghana with just only a residency, or do you have to have it? Oh no, you can purchase land in Ghana with residency. Terence, you can. Really, you can. You can start building and, you know, because to become a citizenship, you must have lived here, you must have, started a life. How can you start a life if, you know, in the first place, you have to have a citizenship first? So you can buy a land. And hey, there's free land. You need to research that Sable man. asableman.com. Let me type it in the comment section. Asableman, asableman, asableman.com. It's Asable Traditional Council. They are offering free land to returnees. So you can look at it on the website. I hope this is the website. Uh, but they're offering free land if you can prove that you're, a person of African descent from the diaspora. I think you only need about $700 for the documentation on the land. But the land itself is free, and that's fair because that's exactly how much you need to do your land documentation. So if I'm a Ghanaian, if I bought land, I need 4,000. So that may even be more. Uh, so yeah, you can actually buy. The good thing is my laptop is a touch screen, so I can just scroll the comments down and up and down. Okay, so how now? Let me ask you. We're about to wrap up because it's my bedtime. But how have you enjoyed this session? I'd like to know from the thief, from Terence, from Andy, and from um, the new guy who joined in. It's called. Give me a second. I'll find the name. Ooh, ooh. Um, so I think we're four. We're four. Oh yes. Oh, I bookmarked the website. Thanks. Yes, please. You guys look up the land and go to the website for the year of return. So www.theyearofreturn.com, and you would know a lot over there. Sharon says that's a good deal. Yeah, it is a good deal. Um, the tip. I enjoyed it greatly. I am just shocked your parents have. No, it's not my parents. My mom had 7 kids, but I'm talking about, yeah, the young girl who brought me the water. Her parents have. It's actually her mom has 14 kids. I think with different men. So I just took her in because she's so intelligent and she's so um young, and most of her older siblings, girls, they get pregnant at 15, at 14, and the education is all messed up. So I kind of like, I'm a bit blessed, so I can bless others. I can touch other lives too. So my mom was like, you need to take her, because if you don't, she will stay here in Kwewu, in the village, and might get pregnant at age 15, age 14, and her education will be over. Um, so I think that people do that a lot in Ghana, and that is what has helped the system, because it's always not the best, but individuals help each other, and that is what is helping the whole system. Okay, the oppressors. Move up a little bit. Yeah, so the team, my mom she had 7 kids. One, I have a brother in the US, I have a brother in the UK, and the rest are here. Yeah, so um, the oppressor, yeah, black women can make beautiful babies. Yeah, yeah, I love that. The oppressor wants to lower their birth. Oh yeah, I mean the deep. It happened in Kenya. Like I told my daughter, my daughter and my niece. I said, if you go to school and your teacher want to give you any drug, any medicine, you tell the teacher. My mom said no. And if they force it on you, come and tell me, because I'm so suing the teacher's ass. Don't be giving. They be going to the schools and they be giving drugs to the kids and say it's a dewormer. Oh, it's a dewormer. Oh, it's nah. If I want a dewormer for my kid, I'll go to the shop and buy it myself. I don't want nothing for free. So they do that. See, they do that. They be sterilizing our kids. Oh my god, I don't even want to go into that right now. Can we have a raffle for you? What is this? Andy, I don't get you. Um, I don't know if you're for real, but don't listen to those colonizers telling you to stop having children. Oh no! Hey, um, yeah, I mean, no, um, they want to lower your birth rate. Have you seen videos from Lisa Cabrera? She covers low birth rates in Europe. Yeah, I'll look her up. I'll look her up. I'll look her up. But that is true. And you know what? That's the thing they don't know about Africa, because sometimes they just wonder, why do these people just keep going on despite the policies and everything we take to try to slow them down, but they don't. You see, everything that has been done to the black person, by these so-called white supremacists, by now we should be dead, because that's what they're expecting, to extinguish us. That's why whenever they talk about black people, they talk about us as though we are an infestation, because they want to wipe us out. But Gaia, baby, the creative force of the universe is in us. You can't kill us. You cannot stop us. It's in us. Embedded. It's embedded in it. In us. Terence. Andy says only four here. I have number one. Okay. I don't know what that is. No one. No. Okay. Terence. I have enjoyed this. It's good to reconnect with our brothers and sisters on the continent. Have a blessed day. Yes, 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 and have a fantastic day too, Terence. I enjoyed our conversation. See, I love this. I think I should be doing more of live sessions, because this channel is about conversations. And I'll try and see if from time to time I can get other people to come and share their perspective on the channel, live channels, our live shows. Steve said they are all below 2.0 replacement level, while Africa and the average is 4.0. Yes, you see, that's why I keep talking about the deep. Like they try, they're trying, but some way, somehow we get regenerated. Like some way, somehow, nature finds a way to regenerate our wombs. So how can you tell Gaia? How can you tell the force of nature not to reprocreate? It doesn't even make sense. And that is what the melanin. You see this darkness you see on me, the melanin. It is miraculous. It protects us. Like, okay, don't let me get into it, because I catch feelings when I talk about that. Okay, yeah, she has like almost 3,000 subscribers. Great sister YouTuber, you will love her. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for her, honey. I'm gonna go look for her. Okay, she covers opioids, epidemic, corrupt cops, low birth rate, operations. or reparations go to Africa, multiple other issues. Thank you very much. I'll look at it. That's Lisa. Let me check the name out again. It's so nice to have like a touch screen laptop. You don't need a mouse. I just keep touching like it's my phone. And let me see. What's the name again? Lisa Cabrera. Okay. I'm gonna look her up. I'll do that tomorrow morning. Look her up. Yeah. Okay, so people, my name is AJWA, and I would like to, end our stream, but first of all, I would like to thank you so much for the love and the support. Please share my video, circulate, help me get more subscribers so that we can, share the love. Help me get more subscribers. Hey, Grace, Grace Pet Life. Hi. Oh, you're coming in at the very end. But welcome anyways, and maybe I can spare a bit of time to receive you. Tell me about yourself. Tell me a bit about yourself. Um, if you can hear me, say something. Hello, Grace. Yeah. So as I was saying, I've had a fantastic day with you guys. You've been amazing. Today was our first live stream. Oh, I'm very well, Grace. How are you and where are you from? I'd love to know that. Where are you from? How are you? Yeah, so good night. Grace, we're at the end of the streaming right now. Oh, you're from the USA. Are you melanated? Are you African American? Are you Caucasian? I would just like to know about you. It has nothing to do with the race, but I would like to know about you. Well, Andy, I asked you so many times to tell me about you. Okay, hey, Grace, welcome. How is Scotland? Yeah. So, love to the Scottish people, and Andy, I asked you several times to tell me about yourself. It's just you never did. So, also soon we've come to the end of this live show, live chat. So, I'll do a video and tell you about. Please subscribe to my channel because I'll do a video and I'll tell you about our next live stream, and then we can get talking. So I'll do a kind of like a video and tell you how many times I'm going to be doing this in a week. So you can look out for it. And I promise you, the next time I come in, I think we're just gonna be having this conversation for a while before we start going on topics because um, I would want, and I think I'll do it at different times so that other members of uh, our other subscribers can have the opportunity to talk to me and get to know me, and I also get the opportunity to get to know you before we move on. So thank you so much, and stay blessed, stay woke. Keep on saying stay woke. The only way we stay woke is when we learn about our histories, our cultures, how you know s- our past have impacted our present, and how we can impact our future. So the Woke Africa show is about having these conversations about who we are and the things that are important to us now and the things that matters to us now. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share my videos and share my channel if you enjoy the show, because then we need to bring in more of our people so we can meet and have this conversation. So I love you, and stay woke, stay researching, and let's have the conversation. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll come to you again. Mwah. I love you all, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Medase, medase papa, and hope to see you again. The Deep, Lawrence, Grace, Andy, and the rest of the people online. I say thank you so much and keep joining me. Share my videos and help us get to 1,000 subscribers so we can be doing mobile streaming. Thank you so much. Bless you and stay blessed.